Hey, on Sunday, July 23rd, hundreds of people will take to the North Branch of the Chicago River. It's the second annual summer float party. It's hosted by Friends of the Chicago River. I love to kayak on the river. It's a fun float party celebrating the health and accessibility of the Chicago River. And I know a lot of you are saying, oh, the river, oh my God, is it dirty? No, it's great. It's safe. It's wonderful. It needs a little work, a little cleaning up sometimes, but I thought who better to talk to than Margie Frisbie is the executive director of Friends of the Chicago River and joins us. Hey, Kim, you've been kayaking, right?
Yes.
This sounds really cool.
I see the kayakers all the time out my window. And I've done it actually twice, and it's really great.
I absolutely love to do it. And this is a summer float party. I know Tony Preckwinkle was there year before last or right before, maybe it was pre-COVID. I tend to lose all of my pre-COVID, and I tend to say
it's like BC.
The other day
that's
a
what
lot.
I say BC, like before COVID.
Before COVID and AC, exactly, yeah.
So how is this different? Just give me a little preview. How's this different than kayaking?
This is really cool. So picture a parade only on the water. So there's going to be boats. And there's going to be big, giant inner tubes. These aren't the little inner tubes that, you use as a kid where, it looks like a donut.
Right.
These are big, giant inner tubes, and they have bottoms. And it's all part of Friends of the Chicago River. And they're going to be floating a mile from River Park to Horner Park, emerging to join the after float party at Horner Park with free drinks, live music, games, and it should be a lot of fun. Hey, Margie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, Andrea?
I'm great, thank you. We were kind of stumbling over ourselves here, waiting for you to tell us all about this great float party.
Yeah, well, we are so excited to get people out on the river. Friends of the Chicago River has been working for, since 1979 to improve the river. And this event demonstrates how much progress we've made. So people will be out in floaty toys. We'll have, people in big yellow ducks and unicorns. And last year we had someone in an 11-foot pool floating down the river. And it's just terrific fun. And it gives people a chance to see for themselves how healthy and accessible the river is today.
Yeah, Kim and I were just saying we love to kayak along the river. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, my God, is it safe? Is it safe? Kind of reassure us and, quash our fears about kayaking and being on the river.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're a Chicagoan, the river system used to be really polluted. That was true. But over the last, 30 and 40 years, literally billions of dollars have been spent to clean it up. So the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, whom we've been hearing from a lot this week because of all the, the rain and all of the flooding and everything.
Yeah.
They've built what's colloquially known as deep tunnel. It's the Tunnel and Reservoir Plan. And that is a big, huge series of reservoirs and pipes that actually keep sewage from getting in the river. And that's what we used to deal with all the time. And so today, on a typical day, the data shows that, usually the river's actually clean enough for swimming.
I love it. I'm glad you brought up the heavy rainfalls because I know they can tax the sewer pipe system. Sometimes untreated wastewater gets into the river and into Lake Michigan. So you have what's called overflow action days. What can we do to minimize the amount of water that's going down our drains?
Yeah, exactly. So we founded Overflow Action Days in order to build the connection in people's minds between their actions and the health of the river system and the lake. And so every time, there's going to be a heavy rainstorm like we've been seeing this week, if people reduce their water use, they can actually contribute to reducing the pressure on the sewer system and the potential for flooding, for basement backups. And so that means shorten your showers, don't run your dishwasher, hold off on laundry, don't flush if you don't need to. There's a lot of ways that you can actually reduce water. You can also year-round plant native plants, disconnect your downspouts, all these things that keep water out of the pipes and let it go in the ground, which is where it belongs anyway.
Absolutely. And these are just things that we should be doing anyway. Even when you're brushing your teeth, turn off the faucet. Obviously, don't do a load of laundry every single day. Not that any of us really probably do that, but, just be conservative. It helps all of us.
Exactly. Water is really valuable, and it's something that we should treasure. And rainwater, when it falls, we should think we want it in the ground. And what we don't want is it in the sewer system, and we don't want the sewer system in the river. And so if we all work together collectively, we can have a big impact on the outcomes.
As long as I have you, I wanted to ask you, I really do enjoy kayaking on the river. I like it in general, but I love it every time I get to go on the river. And there's an area near Webster, and it don't laugh. It smells very nice. It's like bubbles that are in the water. It's like laundry detergent. What is that area?
Thank you for asking that question because that's something that people don't know about. So one of the things that's happened is the river system, as the river's health has improved, it's full of fish, right? So, there were 7 species of fish in the early 80s, and now there's nearly 80. So way more fish. It's so exciting. And fish need oxygen to breathe. And so those bubbles are, basically dissolved oxygen. They're aerating the water in order to add more oxygen so fish can be healthy.
I love that. So that area is safe, even though you see the bubbles?
It is absolutely safe. Yep. Those bubbles are making oxygen for fish. There's a couple more on the river system. There's some on the Little Calumet River. There's some on the Calsag Channel. There's another one up north, along the North Shore Channel. So it's actually something that's helping fish and other aquatic life live better in the river system.
That's really cool. I think I actually might, I'm going to try and get our program director, Stephanie, to come out and our producer, Cosette, to come out to the summer float party, July 23rd. Can anybody come?
You bet. Yeah. So anyone over 10 years old is welcome to register. They can go to our website at chicagoriver.org, and it tells you the whole story. What kind of floaty toys you bring. You have to have a life jacket on because we want people to be safe.
Right.
We want sunscreen and hats and all that stuff. So, all the information's on our website. And we hope people will sign up this weekend and join us next week.
That's awesome. Give the website out one more time, Margaret.
You bet, chicagoriver.org, and you can connect right through the homepage.
We will see you out there. Thanks so much for being with us.